Welcome to the 16th annual Wags to Riches Gala. This event celebrates something powerful, what compassion can accomplish when an entire community stands behind animals who have nowhere else to turn. Your support makes everything we do possible, from urgent rescues to life-saving medical care to giving thousands of animals a second chance at love. We had an extraordinary year in 2025. Nearly 5,000 animals found loving homes. Our volunteers donated over 32,000 hours, and our foster families opened their doors and their hearts to 1,410 animals in need. These numbers aren't just statistics. Each one is a life changed. Saint was one of those lives changed forever.
One of our most unforgettable rescues in 2025 came when our humane officers found emaciated puppies abandoned in a tote on a church doorstep. Our officers rushed to the scene, but by the time they arrived, one had already passed away. The others were dehydrated, cold, and near collapse. Among them was Emperor, now known as Saint, who gave us a little wink as if to say, "I'm going to make it." Our foster family stepped up. They opened their hearts and their homes to these tiny orphan babies, fosters like Ann Holtzman.
Fostering is always bittersweet. It's gut-wrenching to know that these dogs were mistreated and discarded at such a young age, yet it's incredibly rewarding to witness their transformation into happy, trusting little souls who get to head to their loving forever homes. The heartache of saying goodbye is real, but worthwhile when you get to see how much love and security they've gained in just a few weeks. These guys remind us why fostering truly saves lives.
Since the end of the pandemic, seizures from cruelty cases have made up a larger share of our intake year over year. Our Humane Investigation Department, led by our Chief Humane Officer, Vicki McDonald, responded to 556 calls last year alone. Their efforts resulted in rescuing 1,710 animals from cruelty and neglect. Many of these animals have suffered years of abuse. These victims of neglect require longer stays, more medical support, and greater resources.
At Friendship APL, we're proud to serve as home to Lorain County's humane law enforcement. Across the entire county, our humane officers enforce Ohio's animal cruelty laws, rescuing more than 1,000 animals a year from neglect, abuse, and abandonment. Every call we answer is about one thing: protecting the welfare and safety of an animal. But humane officers don't just remove animals from homes. We look for solutions. Many cases stem from hardship and not intentional cruelty. When owners are willing to do better, education and access to resources can change everything, improving an animal's life while keeping families together. That's why this year, Friendship APL launched a pet wellness voucher program, empowering our officers to provide medical assistance in the field on a case-by-case basis. These situation-specific vouchers give resource challenge owners access to necessary veterinary care, directly improving an animal's health and quality of life. Since this program's launch, these vouchers have made it possible to provide spay and neuter surgeries, cherry eye repair surgeries, sedated grooms for severely matted animals, and even the surgical removal of a fishhook. Our goal is to combat resource-based neglect and support owners who want the very best for their animals. By pairing law enforcement with compassion, we are creating lasting change across Lorain County, one animal, one family, and one community at a time.
2025, Friendship Animal Protective League had the pleasure of adding Dr. Sarah Wallace to our medical team. With her work alongside the continued efforts of Dr. Lauren Cross and the amazing support we receive from the Bissell Pet Foundation, our medical team has been able to move animals through the shelter faster than ever before and with more access to care. Many shelters don't have that opportunity. Places like City Dogs either lack the resources or the space to provide the extended care needed following surgery. For dogs like B who were hit by a car or her back leg had been shattered, providing that care is just impossible. But shelters like ours are able to step up between our foster homes, our resources, and the amazing veterinary team we have here at Friendship Animal Protective League. We were able to provide her the amputation that she so desperately needed and provide her a second chance.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Wallace. I'm the new veterinarian on staff at Friendship Animal Protective League. I'm excited about the various programs and services that we have been able to continue and begin offering to the community and animals in need of care. Not only do we offer routine veterinary care with spay and neuter services, urinalysis, blood work, etc., we also offer various outreach programs to vaccinate and test for infectious organisms at low cost or even free cost to the public and other rescue and foster groups. Through these programs and prices, we have been able to remove barriers that often lead to neglect, opportunistic infection or illness, and surrender. We are excited that we can now offer additional and more advanced/invasive procedures as well, including cesarean sections, limb amputations, foreign body removals, pyometra, dentals. These are all new services that we have been able to perform in-house and which have allowed multiple animals to stay within their loving homes or become better candidates for adoption. It's been an exciting and fulfilling job so far. It's wonderful to see how many animals and people in our community can benefit from FAPL. Keep your eyes and ears open for future announcements regarding new programs in both public and animal fun.
Two of our VIP guests, Piper and Abby, arrived at our shelter in a van packed full of household belongings and 22 animals. The family was homeless and desperate for help. Both Piper and Abby were pregnant and in critical condition. When one of them went into distress, our medical team performed an emergency C-section right here at the shelter. When the babies were removed from the mom, none were breathing on their own. Our staff fought valiantly to save the mom and her 6 tiny babies. We are happy to report that miraculously, Mom and 4 of her puppies survived the emergency surgery. And even better, both moms were ultimately adopted together and are enjoying life in their new forever home. Then there's Nemo. She arrived unable to use her back legs, presumed hit by a car. But our staff looked closer. She was bright, alert, and determined. At Northview, we learned she wasn't paralyzed. Instead, she was born without a hip joint. Her mobility may be limited, but her spirit isn't. She reminds us of the many medical cases we see, especially during kitten season, and the hope your support provides.
Many of our seized animals or owner animals arrive at the shelter requiring tests, medical care, or surgery that exceeds our capabilities. The staff at Animal Clinic Northview have stepped up in these cases to take on these special animals.
Animal Clinic Northview also helps our humane team build cases and testify in court to the conditions of animals brought to them during cruelty and neglect cases. But none of them were as dramatic as Ivy. She arrived at Animal Clinic Northview after being stabbed repeatedly in the face by her owner. The emergency staff pieced the poor dog back together again. She spent days in their ICU. Many of the staff foster animals they treat, and several of them, like Ivy, found a permanent home with members of the ACN family.
Northview team are an essential component in our life-saving work. Thank you for being there for us and supporting this event. In 2010, I met with then Executive Director of Genesis House, Marilyn Zeidner. She advised me at the meeting of the need for a safe space in Lorain County for animals to be sheltered, to allow those fleeing domestic abuse to receive the help and care they so desperately needed. Out of that meeting, the Safe Haven Project was born.
I'm Joe Pasoda with the Lorain County Safe Harbor, and I just want to give a big shout out to Friendship APL and Greg and Shelby and the entire team and volunteers. It's not just about safety for our victims when they leave, it's about the animals that has been their only source of love and protection. So for 16 years, we have partnered with Friendship APL to make sure that not only are victims safe, but also the animals that they care for. Every time that we call, no matter the day, the time, or the circumstances, Greg, Shelby, the entire team, all the volunteers, they take our animals, they take them in, they treat the survivors with the most care, and then they transfer that care and compassion right onto the animals. When a victim comes into Genesis House Shelter, we can confidently say that they're safe, and so is Fido.
We also continued our transfer partnerships, bringing animals from overcrowded shelters and unsafe environments into the care they deserve. Our team of staff and volunteers work tirelessly to give animals a second chance. Our work moves these dogs through our shelter faster than average. Adoption outcomes remain strong even with the complex cases we take on. Friendship APL is not a typical shelter. We're a regional safety net, and in the event of a natural disaster or emergency, a national safety event. And it's your support that makes that possible. Kia is a dog that came to us through one of our transfer partnerships this year. Kia came to us through HSUS, now known as Humane World for Animals, from a dogfighting case, a world no animal should ever endure. Volunteers Mark and Sabrina saw the gentle soul behind the trauma and welcomed her into their home. Today, she is cherished, safe, and loved. Stories like Kia's show the extraordinary power of compassion.
The need in our community is growing, and so are we. This year, we created a new 3-year strategic plan to dramatically expand access to affordable veterinary care across Lorain County. That plan allows us to launch a targeted voucher program, double our public spay and neuter surgeries through the Bissell Veterinary Program, introduce monthly vaccine clinics, expand TNVR services for community cats, and design a new clinic to meet rising demand. We're also strengthening our donor programs, preparing for a future capital campaign to help fund this growth, and investing in our staff, because great care starts with great people. We're building the systems, structure, and programs that will allow us to protect more animals, support more families, and create a community where every pet has access to the basic care and compassion that they deserve.
Tonight, you are part of that future. Every donation, every bid, every act of generosity fuels the life-saving work we do every single day. Thank you for believing in these animals and believing in our mission and believing in a more humane tomorrow.